Hello everyone, Mariette Martinez here, and this is my Asana Makeover as of July 2024. I continue to simplify my Asana so that way it serves my solopreneur content creator business as it has served my business when I had an accounting practice for over 2 decades. Now I want to be able to see my business operations, my business administration, and of course my money in and money out in my business in its most simplified format as a content creator, public educator, and speaker. So that, of course, has evolved since I've had an accounting practice. So let me share with you what that looks like today. So I still use the home page. So the home page is here on your top left. You have option to click on home, and you have option to do some simple customizations on your home page. You can update your background. You can add your favorite tasks on here, your projects. And what I love here is you have this fun little private notepad where you can add some of your quick links and your favorite emojis, because as y'all know, I love me some emojis. You can add more widgets onto the homepage if you'd like. I like to keep my homepage very simple, so I have my tasks coming up. You can review your tasks by upcoming, overdue, and completed. And of course, I have my starred projects. If I want, I can see recent projects, but there's a very specific reason I choose star. The reason why I choose star is even though I have built out my Asana over the years with separate teams and several projects inside each team, which I've learned from the best in the biz, I really live here in the starred area. So since I star my main projects that I work on every year, I also like to look at my homepage and I only focus on the starred projects. Again, on any of these cards, you can click on this widget and you can see it in different ways, or you can remove the widget altogether. And that's how I use the homepage. Now let's go into my starred projects, which are the main projects in my Asana. If you want to know how I use the rest of the teams area, how I've built in teams, and what projects live in here, I will link to my video that shares that information. But let's focus here in starred. And let's focus in the billings area. So as a business owner, you need to focus on the most important B, which is billing your clients and completing your books all year round, but most importantly, every single month. So I have a billing project and I have all the tasks related to that project. If I wanted to look at that project, I can open it up and I have my subtask. But more importantly, I have this listed by year, and so every single month I have a billing. So if I looked at 2023, I'd have all of my months for 2023. Once you've created your every month template, then you actually should add it as a template and have it living there. So all you need to do on a monthly basis is click on your template and then click on the 3 dots and then duplicate that task, and that will save it as the new month. Again, if you have any questions in regards to templates, or why you use templates and how to create these subtasks, I will link to a separate video on that. So in my billings and books template, I like it to remind me that I want to do this at least on the 4th Friday of every month. Now, I prefer to do it on the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month, but if I've had a busy month, then at the very minimum, I want to do my billings and my books on the 4th Friday of every month. So you can always add some reminders inside of your templates. Then what you do is you create your template. You add any links that you need inside your template, and this is one of the powers of Asana, is that even though you want to add tasks, which are the tasks that you check off as you complete them, you also can create sections. Sections allow you to see the difference between one area and a second area. The simple way to create a task is just click on a row and then do Tab N, and that will create a new section for you. And then you can move that section wherever you like. If you don't need it, you can go ahead and just remove that. But again, I will show you in a moment how powerful it looks when you section out your subtasks. And that's my billing template, and that's how I use the billings and books board every month. Let's move into business progress and tracking. So as you can see on every project or board, I use a template. So that way, once I've created the template that I use on this particular board, I can just click on it and duplicate it when it's time to do it again. That's the power of templatizing all of your tasks. Now, what we want to see here is let's go ahead and take a look at one of the tracking months. This is done on a monthly basis, so that way I can see what my month looks like. I can also do it on a quarterly basis, so I can compare quarter by quarter. And now this is a customized board with several different fields. These fields will tell me how my business is doing by referring to what I call my most important key performance indicators, KPIs. So I have my KPIs here on top, and I can just scroll from left to right to see all of the different KPIs. When I click inside of the project, that's where I can start adding everything inside of here. Or the power of Asana is you can add in a chart format and just add it right inside of this view. So I don't even need to open up this task to add the numbers here. Also, what's really cool about this customized view, which is a paid feature in Asana, is you have this cool sum function, which starts adding up the numbers by month or by quarter. So this is my business progress and tracking board that allows me to keep track of how I'm doing in my business, and most importantly, what areas I need to focus on in my business. That's the business progress and tracking board. Let's move on to my 2024 MYB Magic Board. Now, my 2024 MYB Magic Board has been an evolution in my business. I say that because I used to have a separate board for all the different projects, and that became very overwhelming for me. So instead, I separate my projects by year. So what does Marriott and Master Your Books complete, accomplish, and achieve every single year? It's more like that calendar of seeing your whole year all at once and then being able to see your projects all in one place. So my 2024 MYB Magic is everything I'm going to do this year. And then I separate it by my main income streams and my main work projects. So I provide cohorts and boot camps, paid workshops. I'm a public speaker. I have partnerships with collaborators. I'm an ambassador and affiliate. I create content, and so all of that is here inside of my board. Something else that I do inside my board is every time I complete something, I move it into my completed project. So that way I can feel accomplished and see everything I've completed that year. That is very helpful, and it helps you have that excitement of, yay, I clicked on it, I completed it. I also add my admin task and my operation task on here. Now, this could be something that someone would want in a separate board because maybe they want to see their business income and projects on one board and then their operations and finances on a separate board. In my case, as I said, when I started creating too many boards and projects in Asana, it was very overwhelming for me. So I'd rather just know that I can click on this 2024 Master Your Books Magic and see everything at once. So before we move out of the 2024 MYB Magic, let me share with you one of my favorite features here in Asana, in addition to getting organized in Asana, is the option to make sure that your subtasks are organized as well. So what I usually do when I'm going to create a project is I like to just save everything quickly in the descriptions area. But then in this case, I realized that these really shouldn't just be bullet points. These are actually a checklist of classes that need to be completed. So what I did is just copy all of these items, and then I pasted them under a new section that said complete each class. That turns them into a checklist format where now I can easily just check it off and get that excitement and that unicorn that I have completed the task. So not only can you just save your information in the descriptions area, you can turn this information into tasks here and then start checking them off as you complete them. Also, a very cool option is that when you save a hyperlink, it automatically will save the hyperlink right into the description. So now you can just click through to get to wherever you need to go. So all of that is right inside of the Asana subtask. So again, not only is there magic in creating projects and getting organized, but there's magics in really getting organized inside of the task that you want to complete. Okay, let's move on to the next board. The next board I want to share is my MYB Hub. This is where all of my important information lives, like my permanent information for my business, my website, my address, information around my course, information around the team members and the contractors that I work with, anything related to my administration, important affiliate links, and of course, when I am featured on awesome podcasts and partner up with my collaborative partners, I go ahead and save those links here. These will eventually live in my Notion, which is a separate app that I use to capture all that important information. And then I have my 2024 MYB goals, which I set up every single year, which again, I've shared in a separate video. And then of course, my personal life also lives inside of Asana. And so I have my personal board as well. And that is how I am now using Asana after 10 plus years and after learning from the best of the best. If you want to know who those awesome experts are, I will also share those in the links in this video. And let me know how you're using Asana and how I can continue to support you on your business journey. Bye for now.